Hello, Mr. Ed here and
Wreck-It Ralph.
Look at that, Wreck-It Ralph and No Good Time Charlie today. But the reason why, because Charlie's out there fishing. It's Saturday and Charlie just can't get enough.
No, Ed's been working him kind of hard lately.
Yeah, this week Charlie and I did 3 of them already. So today's Saturday, this will be our 4th one. And Ralph, he doesn't work on Saturdays.
No.
But he said, I'll come out there and help you.
I'll come help you.
So Ralph is here to wrangle it with me. And this is where our bees are in this column right here. And what's really good about this removal, we're going to be removing these bees like JP does. We are going to remove the column and then we're going to set it up, take the bees out of it, put them in a bee box, put the box right here, let the bees orient on it again, and this evening the homeowner, he is going to bring them to his other piece of property. So it ought to be a pretty interesting
Pretty interesting, yeah.
So you ready to wrangle some
I'm
bees?
ready.
So by the grace of God, these bees right here, they're not staying here, but they're going to be leaving, but not with us.
Not with us.
Let's wrangle.
Thank you.
Hey Ralph, thanks for coming today. They got the support beam in here, holding up this whole beam right here, and that column is ready to come out now. Ralph and I are going to take the column, bring it outside, put it on the sawhorses over there, and then at that point we're going to go ahead and open it up. So it ought to be pretty interesting to see how this, when we open this column up, to see how the bees have started building their combs. Ralph, you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Come on, man, let's get it done. Let's see the firecrackers. Ready. Fireworks here. All right. One more time. Okay. Now can we? Yep. You grab the bottom. I'll grab the top.
Bottom's solid.
Okay. I'm expecting that. You reckon come up? Let's grab the camera. I'm gonna grab the camera and show you what we're looking at. Well, there's our bees in the column right there. And at this point, we're gonna go ahead, I think, saw off this cap, and then we're really going to expose these bees, and that way the whole column will be able to just split apart.
In there. Look at all the honeycomb inside. It's hollow. They don't like it. That's all honeycomb in there. That's not even hollow. You got the bottom off.
I wish I would have hit the flashlight so it shine. I see the comb all the way down.
Took that paint from
We removed the top cap and the bottom cap. Now, just the staves themselves are just holding the column together. And now we're going to go and split it like an egg and get the rest of these bees. This is awesome. I'm gonna grab the camera and hopefully the bees will let you all look and see what we see. Beautiful comb. Look at the size of this hive. These bees actually have not been in here that long, judging from that comb.
It's all relatively new, but a lot of bees. What's interesting, I always find it interesting at least, is as soon as you open up the colony, regardless of where it is, well in this case we moved it from its position, and whenever you do that, the hive bees, that is the bees that haven't yet oriented and still new bees in the hive, they stay right on the comb, which is their job. That's their job, to keep the brood warm. Well, the field bees and the ones who have set their GPSs, look at this. They go right back to where the entrance of their hive was. So those bees right there, they're confused now. But we're going to get all those bees. We'll vacuum those. And along with these bees, they're all going to get moved into that box right over there.
What we're gonna do is suck all the bees off the outside. Trying to get the numbers down, we'll cut some of the comb, excuse me, and start looking for the queen. If we get the numbers down, they won't be as aggressive to the people working on this house.
Yeah, it'd be important to get them bees down.
All right, Jeff, you got one in your hood.
Oh, yeah, they've been in there all morning already. Ralph and I now have gotten some of the side off, a bunch of the bees vacuumed out, so it's more of a controlled environment, if you would have that. And I'm almost at the point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to vacuum the bees off the face of the comb and then cut like we always do and start framing it up and just keeping the hive bees on the back side of the comb. That way we're not dealing with quite the number of bees, and get them into the box, and hopefully we'll get the rest of the bees to start orienting down there instead of out in this open right here. I'm going to vacuum up a couple more bees, and then we're going to cut this section of comb out. had to move the operation underneath the porch. Being out in the sun, it was just melting the comb out there, as well as me and Ralph and the bees. So we got half of it done already. There's probably 2 more layers, possibly 3 in this section of the column. We got 6 frames already, so we're going to run out of frames. We'll fill up to 10 frames, that's for sure. So I'm going to vacuum the bees off of this face right here and start cutting comb once again. All of our comb is now off of the column, and we have got just a mass of bees in the air. I still got to look underneath the column pieces right here for our queen, but judging by, Ralph, show all the bees on the back. I think our queen is already in the bee bag. All right, let's vacuum up those bees on those columns. 10:18. So Ralph has got to get going. We got all the comb cut out. It's a mess, but what I don't have is another super to put on top of the comb that we cut out and framed up. So I'm going to go over to Ralph's right now and pick up a super for that so that we can dump that. But Ralph's got to go.
I got to go.
So Ralph, thank you, brother. And,
anytime.
And I'm so glad Ralph was here with me on this one, because every time Ralph is with us, it always goes good. So Charlie missed out on this.
Yeah, we needed a camera guy too.
Yeah, I know, we definitely did. So we apologize for any kind of bad camera work, but Charlie wasn't here. Thank you, Ralph.
And he needed to go fishing anyway.
Yeah, that's right. All right, I'll be back with that super. I made it back from Ralph's, got the box, and in that time, look at that. I mean, I vacuumed all those bees off of this before. So, I mean, our queen is definitely going to be in our bee vac. And we got bees over here. So this is all going to get moved over to the end of the porch down there, and the bees in the bee vac, as well as the bees that are sit on the porch on the other side of that beam right there. They'll eventually all come into the box. Let's set that up. I got the box set up where I really wanted, pretty much where the bees used to be. I'm going to grab the bee vac now, and I'm just going to dump them in there. There are going to be a lot of bees on this lid and in this bee vac as well. That's pretty good, huh? Get that first bunch of bees to go in there, and it's going to help anchor the rest of these bees in here as well. Let me show you how many bees are in the bee vac. That is a bunch of bees. This bee vac probably weighs about 6 pounds right now. A lot of bees. I'm just going to let those bees calm down for a little bit, because I know they're not happy. And they pretty much all came out of the vac. They got their wings up, their butts up, and their wings are flapping. So they're going to be calling these bees down. And they got bees going in the box. Give them an overview right here as well. I got to put some duct tape around it because there's a big old hole in that box. And just make it so that the bees have to enter through the entrance. And then we're going to wrap this video up. I know normally this is not the way I close out videos. Usually everything is up in the van and bees or everything is good, but because the homeowner wants to actually keep these bees, we're going to leave the hive set up here for tonight, and hopefully all the bees will get in there, and then tonight he's going to go ahead and close it up, and then on Sunday he'll move it onto the site where he really wants to keep it, which is about 8 or 9 miles from here. So I mean, the bees are not happy right now. They are not happy, and I can't blame them for that as well. But as far as what I've got to do right here, I've done what I'm supposed to do. And the bees are in great shape. That is a lot of bees. Oh, I guarantee that 6 or 7 pounds of bees that are in that box. So these bees should do well. We're getting ready to, our tallow is just getting ready to start blooming. That'll be another 2 weeks. We'll start having tallow. So it's always a really great sign for a hive for recovery if you going into a nectar flow or there is a nectar flow going on at the time. It reduces the stress level of the bees from the removal, because the bees go to work, which is the easiest way to get their minds off of the stress. Well, like I said just a few minutes ago, this isn't the normal way I close out my videos. And since Charlie wasn't there to shoot the video, he wasn't checking on the battery, and yep, it ran out. Right at the very end, it ran out. So just to close the, it's been almost 3 weeks now since we did that removal. Bees are doing great in their new home. It was quite a job to get all those bees down into that box. It took almost 2 days for all that to happen before Brian could go ahead and close the box up and move them off. But he managed to take care of everything. Everything got set up. So he's happy, the bees are happy, and Mr. Ed's happy. So thanks for watching. Keep on watching, and I'll be making more. God bless. Mr. Ed, I'm out here until the next video.